Hey everybody, this is Cromar with TGN, and I'm here today to bring you a first look at Divine Souls. This is the new action RPG MMO coming to you from Outspark, makers of Fiesta and also Fist of Fu, a couple of popular games. This is a free-to-play, currently in open beta. The gameplay is based around action, 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 and nothing else. It's pretty much run in, attack monsters, go back to town, sell your stuff, go back out, kill monsters. It's like a hack and slash or a dungeon crawler. It's more like Diablo. It's definitely not a WoW clone at all, and it's very enjoyable. The action is very fast paced. When you first start out, it's very easy, but once you beat the first dungeon on like normal and easy and normal mode, you can try it on hard, and it's completely different. And it's kind of challenging as you go on. It's actually a really fun game, and it's very refreshing because this is very unusual for free-to-plays. Free-to-plays are generally kind of crappy. Now there are some downsides to Divine Souls, but it's significantly better than any other free-to-play that I've seen. With Divine Souls, it's basically the focus is entirely on the battle engine and the action. There's no focus on really anything else. There's no world to explore because everything is instant and you teleport everywhere instantly. There's no travel or anything like that. The storyline is absolutely incomprehensible. The NPCs are hilarious, but not intentionally, and all the voiceovers are really bad, and it's full of, English and spelling errors and grammatical errors, all that good stuff. But hey, what are you gonna do? It could definitely use a workover with the localization, but that's okay. The main focus is definitely on the action, the fighting, and the fighting is very well refined. It's very difficult, and as I said, when you get to harder difficulties, you really do have to actually work at it. It's not easy. Basically, it's based around combos, and you run in, you attack monsters, you have to master combos. They don't list it on the screen for you. You have to go to a separate screen to view them and then memorize them while you're fighting. And it's not hard. It's not easy at all. Just running in and attacking with the basic 4-hit combo with your character is only going to get you through the first couple of levels. It's not going to get you very far. And you're going to run into things that block every attack, and you have to attack them from different angles or use your throws and everything. It's pretty cool. And it's very involved, it's very well thought out. And that's the whole game. I mean, your little trips to town are just a diversion. There's also a PvP arena, but we'll get to that later. All of the dungeons are completely instanced, and that includes the forest, which is considered a dungeon. And the graphics are very repetitive. You do fight the same monsters over and over again. Don't expect the feeling of moving through a diverse world and feeling like you're really progressing. It's just more like grinding dungeons, fighting things, killing things, fighting harder things, and so on. But it's fun. It's actually really fun. So it's definitely worth at least taking a look at. Now, I had a chance to play this game a little bit during the last closed beta, which was in October, I believe, and I played it a lot more. This beta just started up yesterday, so I haven't got a lot of playtime in yet, but I'm still working on it. Some of the things that have changed, they introduced a system called Fatigue, and I'm still not 100% clear on how it works, because they kind of dropped it on us, but pretty much it's a meter that when you fight, when you do quests and everything, it winds down slowly. When it runs out, you can't enter dungeons anymore. It's kind of like a timer. This is an idea that World of Warcraft actually toyed with very early in its development during beta, but they ultimately ditched it. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the fatigue system here. They might include it, and they might ask you to actually pay to get your fatigue back. But as it stands, it looks like you're just going to have a certain amount of time you can play per day before your character has to rest. Now that actually sounds pretty good to those of us who have, let's just say trouble controlling our impulses and can't log off the game when we need to. Having the game force us to log off is pretty helpful, but besides that, it is a little annoying that you don't be able to play as much as you want, but I'm assuming that they're going to have the ability to buy that sooner or later. I'm not sure. The game is supported by the Cash Shop. It's a free-to-play, microtransaction-based, like a Zynga game or whatnot, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because it is free for most of the player base, and only the people who choose the option of paying money for different perks will have to pay it. So while I've been talking, I've just been showing a bunch of footage of attacking, killing random things. So I'm going to move on to a boss fight. This is actually from the first level, so it's quite a bit easier than other boss fights. That move I just did was the double grab. You grab them, throw them in there, grab them again, and it's just one of the mini combos available. You learn more combos by leveling up. I think it's every other level is when you get access to another combo, and you train those, and it gets pretty complicated as it goes on. But there's the boss there, the wolf, and on hard mode he's actually pretty rough. You attack him too many times in a row, he'll hit you for sure. But it's pretty much, with this guy, the strategy is just to wait for him to attack, just basically avoid him until he attacks, and after he attacks he'll be vulnerable for a second, you get some hits in. On normal mode, or an easy mode like this, you get like 20 hits in, so it's pretty trivial. Once you beat it, it goes on to this screen, a stage clear screen, where it gives you like a ranking, and you're definitely encouraged to improve your rank. Once I got up to higher difficulty levels and doing harder dungeons, I was getting like D's and C's. So obviously there was a lot of room to improve. And then they give you this paper, rock, scissors game here, where you pick attack, guard, or throw, and your opponent, the giant evil panda there, will whoop your ass like he did right there. And what is it? I think attack beats throw, throw beats guard, and guard beats attack, I think is how it works. But whatever. So after finishing, you go back to town, and I just want to show you a couple of my favorite NPCs.
When you want something, you always have to remember that you will lose another thing on the other side. I like glittering things, don't you?
I like human. They are nice.
So after you finally finish with your town duties, it's back to the action. You just jump right back in to the portal and jump straight to the instance. And this is the second dungeon, I believe, and it's the same thing. It's just a different forest. And you do go on to other locations besides forests. I just haven't got to that level yet to show you. But once you get here, you do have a little bit of change up in the enemies, but not a lot. You do fight the evil pandas, you fight werewolves, but and then you still fight the goblins and the kobolds. I actually think the goblins are gone by this point. I'm not positive, but and you fight armored pandas a little bit later on, and not a lot else. So no, there's not a lot of variety in the enemies. It's doesn't change too much. You do fight like color swaps and harder versions and whatnot. And when you play on hard mode, these can actually be quite challenging. The armored pandas in particular are really defensive and hard to get through, especially when you've got a lot of them mixed in with other enemies that are more aggressive. The boss fights also get really tough. There's a gigantic super panda one that you fight. There's a chimera that's really nasty, and other interesting things. There's like a super werewolf you fight, and the game gets hard at some points, and you really do have to gear up your character. You have to learn the new skills, learn the new combos, and make use of them in combat. They're all useful. In addition to your combos, you have a couple of skills. As you see, I start out with I think 2, and you get more as you level up. Every few levels, you gain a new spell. But the spells are your standard cooldown spells, and like Spiral is a really powerful one. You can work into a combo. And there's Divine Slash. It uses something called like divine meters, divine gauge. Not sure how that works yet. Couldn't really figure that out last time I played it, but whenever you have enough of your divine whatever, you can cast your like ultimate divine ability that just basically wipes out everything around you. So let's talk about character creation a bit. Currently there's 3 announced classes, but there's 6 slots, so that tells me they've got more to announce. You've got Fighter, which is just a dude and you focus around punching. You've got your Slasher, which is the sword chick that I've been using in all my other videos. And you get the Mage, which is, yeah, there you go. That's your Korean art aesthetic for you. But you have just limited choice of faces, skin colors, and different kind of hairstyles and hair colors as well. So not a lot of choice. You can't change genders or anything. Like your fighter is always going to be male and so forth. So let's mess around with a Mage and see how that is, because I have not played a Mage, and this will be a learning experience for me. What do I want it to look like? How about... Yeah, that looks good. So let's run around in the tutorial here. I don't need the tutorial, so I'll just get out of it here. Anyway, so here's the Mage. Regular attack is Fireball. That's pretty cool. It's new to me. Alright, I understand. Playstyle is a little hard to get used to. She's not based around combos, at least not yet. Let's see what the spells are. We have Divine Magic Shooter and Fireball. There we go. Wow. That's not bad. Wow, she really tears these people up. The animation's kind of cool. Her staff, like, shifts. These guys don't stand a chance. Good lord. Alright, well, the mage seems a little overpowered just based on this short tutorial here. Let's see combos. Let's see, we have our basic attack. We have right block, throw. These look pretty similar to the others. Ah, so she does beat the crap out of him with the staff. What you do is open with a left click, which is your basic triple fireball, and then spam right click, which is normally your block, but with her, has a different combo. That's pretty cool. So let's see what her throws are. That's a double throw. Oh, she doesn't have a normal throw attack. Interesting. She doesn't have a jumping throw either. She just has the double throw. So she's not very... She doesn't have the versatile throws like the other characters. I guess that's her downside.
You can go
Jesus.
to the next area.
I'll have to give a mage a shot. What else does she have? Right click space. Oh, I already did that one. I can't even tell what's happening there. It looks like some defensive thing. I get somebody to attack me and then try that. Looks like it's more for avoidance than anything else. It's okay. I got all I need right here. Jesus. This should be outlawed. I'm sure once it gets harder that won't be so overpowered, but right now, good God. Yeah, she's definitely not good at throws. The slasher and the fighter are much better at throws. Here, I'll hit it with my big spell, fireball. There we go. What about my divine thingy? Is that available? No, it's not available yet. Maybe it's just this guy being a boss won't be thrown. That's probably what it is. You can't throw Saber Fang or the Werewolf Leader or any of the other big bosses that I've fought. Let's see. She does something when you... Oh, I can't access that. The red combos... can't learn yet until I get a few levels. Alright, I think I've done all of them. No, I haven't done a jumping attack. Yeah, that's not that great. There it goes. Let's see what I get for that. I'm not even sure if it actually gives you a rating for your... No, it doesn't give you a rating for that tutorial. It's okay. So there's your mage gameplay. Now, if you're wondering what it says about choose a control mode, you have keyboard, mouse, and gamepad. So yes, you can actually play this with the gamepad. It'll work very well. I use mouse mode, where you just move with the mouse and you click to attack. But you can use keyboard mode, whatever you want. Play it more like an arcade game. So there's his basic combo. Let's see what else he's got. He's got jumping. He's got better throws. Right click space. Oh, that's back tumble. E space EE. Oh, I want to see that. There we go. Yeah, that's a good one. This guy seems to kick ass against single targets. Because that throw did half the guy's health. which is a lot better than the Slasher's throws, where the Slasher hits AoE. Slasher does a lot of damage to all the people in front of her. See special attacks. We have double kick and divine fighter. Can't use divine fighter yet. It's okay. Let's see what double kick looks like.
You can't use this yet.
Yeah, cool time. Double kick didn't seem that impressive. Not high enough level for his dash. I know this guy has a dash attack, but I don't think he's available yet. That's a cool combo. Damn. Yeah, this guy really tears up single targets. But this guy would be great against those armored pandas. See how he does against a big horde of enemies here. Yeah, this guy really is tearing up the Zim Captain. God. No, I was right. He can't be thrown. It wasn't just the mage. Yeah, I could pretty much almost get straight through his defenses, whereas the mage couldn't attack him at all. So this guy is clearly made for single targets. He attacks so fast, much faster than the other guys. So that's your basic gameplay with your mage and your fighter. So let's look at PvP. All the PvP in this game is done in a box. You basically go to a PvP arena and you sign up for a team. You can either do organized team or you can just do a random team, which is what I'm doing. And once you go through the menus, you get to this login screen here where it's like a room. It's kind of like a StarCraft or Warcraft match or whatever. And once you get in here, you know, people will join up. You set the teams, it's got the levels. Obviously, the levels are really imbalanced most of the time. You know, that's okay though. We're just goofing off here. So once everybody's ready, you get started. So let me start off by saying that I got my ass absolutely kicked. Like, it was just horrible. And I didn't stand a chance, but this is actually my best attempt. I started by hiding to hopefully get a chance to not get focus fired by everyone. There's a mage blowing everyone up. That spider you saw ringing around is a bomb. So I actually got some hits in here, and I was really proud of myself because this is like the best I had done. After like 4 or 5 horrible defeats, I was like, oh, I got some hits in. Partly as I was out-leveled, but a lot of it was just me being terrible. And I did get, you know, I got a lot of practice on this game. It's been a while. Blah, blah, blah. Excuses, whatever. I was terrible. So I was using my dash attack there that you get at like level 5, and that helped a lot. But that was most of the damage I could do, and I never got a throw. I don't think I got a throw in. But this game is hard. This game is no joke, and I'm just trying to basically just... I'm thinking mistakenly that I can just really stick it to this mage here, you know. It's my WoW instinct. Go attack the Clothy, right? Well, it doesn't exactly work that way. So, I'm getting punished for it now. They lock you, you know, you get stun locked constantly when people are on you. It's why teamwork's important. If one person's getting beat up, then that's an opportunity for the team to attack all the people who are doing the beating up. Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta work on my timing. Yeah, there we go. I'm done. Got my ass kicked. So that does it for today. This was Divine Souls, a new free-to-play MMO. If you're interested, there's actually a link to sign up in the description of the video, and you can go there and click on that and sign up for an account. The account, of course, is free. The download's free, and get started playing. Your characters from open beta will carry over to release, so don't be afraid to spend some time leveling a character because you won't lose that progress. Thank you for watching. This is Cromar with TGN, as always, asking you to please rate, please comment, and please subscribe.